last principle is the principle of kotahitanga. And kotahitanga means critical reflective practice. Have any of you come across the concept of critical reflective practice before? And where have you come across that, Flo?
Yeah, I've heard about it in my learning environment.
And what did that?
It's about feedback and looking back at what you've done.
Anyone else have anything to add in terms of critical reflective practice?
Well, I haven't heard it in those exact words, but like often in school when we're getting like feedback from teachers, although you can like hear what their feedback on your own work is, it's also really important for you to like understand why they're giving you feedback or things you can improve on, and also understanding it for yourself what you can improve on, and seeing your own mistakes. It gets better with practice as well. The more you do it, the better you get at seeing what you can improve on. So I think it's like an ongoing thing, like a process, rather than something that just happens once in a while.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of times there are some words that equate to the concept of reflective practice, like self-evaluations, for instance, or assessments that give you some evidence that informs how well you're progressing or performing relative to the objective that was set. And in terms of kotahitanga, in terms of the Maori concept, it's not actually just as instructors, we're reflecting on our own practice, we're also making sure that we develop learners' ability to critically reflect on their own practice, but also as a collective as well. Really creating that culture of constantly trying to look at sources of evidence that will give us an indication of where we're at relative to where it is that we're going. Thinking about you becoming teachers and instructors, what do you think this looks like in practice? What are the specific things or strategies or actions that you can do that would enact these if you haven't been practicing these already? Or if there are areas there that you haven't been fully consciously practicing?
I guess it's critical reflective practice. It should be an ongoing thing, like you're doing something and you're having some kind of purposeful activities, but it's not meeting its goal, it's not doing what it's supposed to, then you change the activity. Or if you're doing it as a class and it's some people are not paying attention, maybe they need smaller groups or something like that.
Yeah, precisely. Anyone else have anything to add? What it could look like in your context?
I think a really important part for me personally is coming into this prepared. So if you're looking at these principles as like a checklist, you can look through them and see where are my strengths, where are my weaknesses, what can I improve on the day-to-day, and you can use them to prepare yourself more each lesson. And thinking about these principles before you go into the learning environment really helps enhance your use of them, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. And in that, I'm just going to summarize it, that remembering that ETP principles, it's all about providing that learning context for your learners where they can focus on the learning as well as make better sense of it. And it is a big component there, the planning, because you're not just going to instantaneously be good at it all in one go. The key thing is to pick a place to start. Ideally it would be the area that you might be weak on because you haven't really fully been conscious of it and enacted that aspect of it, and really conceptualize, what does this look like in practice? What am I specifically doing, and what can I see my learners doing in response to what I'm trying to do that gives me an indication that this has actually been effective in terms of the effects that it has on my learners. Thank you very much.